Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Darren, and in today's video I want to talk about the alt friendliness of BFA. And it's more of a video of, hey Blizzard, please listen to the community here. So I was looking up, I didn't even realize that this is what I wanted to look for, because I was interested in what BFA has, because I don't have the alpha. I went to the WoW forums and I found this nugget of information. Help us not feel obligated to make alts. And then it ranked to me, wow, alts are kind of fun. In Legion, at the very start, alts and having alts was not fun. You really just had one character and you had too much to do. And then I really had to read the forum post. Well, the title is kind of misleading because the person kind of talks about, hey, I got some friends that want to, let's say after we've done a raid, they want to run the same raid on their alts, and I can't come because I'm locked to the gear. It does kind of open up the idea for me of alts in BFA. Even though that's not what the person was talking about, it made me think, what are alts going to be like? On MMO Champion, you find an interesting forum post. Alts in BFA will be similar long-term to Legion in terms of alt friendliness. BFA will be similar in Legion in terms of alt friendliness. Well, I thought to myself, when I read that part, I thought, wow, Legion and how alt friendly it was, and I thought it wasn't. I'm somebody who has plenty of free time. I can really play this game. This is what I do. This is what I do. So for me, as somebody who had plenty of free time, I ended up spending a lot of it on the one character, my Dalaran the Rogue. And I spent so much time on that character, and it felt like there was too much to do. It was a lot to do, and I remember so many people saying there's just way too much to do, and it was kind of a joke, like, oh, in Warlords there's nothing to do, and it's like, there's nothing to do. Legion comes out, there's too much to do, but it really did kind of feel like there's a lot to do. And I was completely fine with it because it was a completely different pace for BFA, for Legion, going from Warlords genre. But honestly, like, if you had the same type of character stuff going on at the beginning of BFA, I would say, hey, yeah, that's, can we cut down on that? I would definitely personally cut down on that. Then you head over to the actual post from MMO Champion, what Blizzard has said from the interview. There were issues in the early Legion, but things that closed it now. Okay, exactly the same as the stuff in BFA posts. So the idea is, and this is World of Warcraft devs you're talking about, and that's important, that part is important. Current WoW with 735 alt friendliness. If BFA was as alt friendly as the current 735, is that something you want, or do you want to be more alt friendly, or maybe even less alt friendly? Because I feel like, I mean, there was a lot of steps that were taken to get to the point where we were at. I feel like the AAP system is something that is still keeping in BFA. I'm not 100% sure how that's still going to function. They said it's supposed to function in different ways to the current section. I feel like when it comes to Legion, and I guess this would be, I guess you could say I'm complaining. When you level up a character from the beginning, let's say from level 110, fresh new 110, catching up to concordance levels, that's easy. But grinding those concordance levels after a while doesn't happen overnight. And I feel like for some of the characters that I have, if you really want to play them, if you really want to min-max them, like have an actual functional alt, not just a character kind of sitting on passive and hoping that when you kill a world boss or do a little bit of menial task, you'll get some kind of a cool piece of gear or something. It feels like if you want a functional second character that you can play, you really do need that second trait. And I have a bunch of characters. I guess I have free time, so I could get that. But somebody who is, let's say, swamped for time, it's going to be hard. But why would you want a second character? Why would you want another character that's just functional when you can just have one? When you can have one main? But allied races make it hard, doesn't it? Allied races kind of make it hard. There's so many allied races. There's culture as druids. I want to play culture as druids. There is Zandalari druids. Like, I'm going to have 2 druids that I want to play. Warriors are getting changed. Warlocks are getting changed. Rogues are getting changed. Hunters are getting changed. So I want one of each one. Shamans, I could maybe make a high mountain Tauren shaman. There's so many allied races, and there's more coming. They all have heritage armor. So when you level 1 to full, you have this heritage armor. Do you just want to keep them at level 110 with heritage armor? No, you probably want to level them to 120. And now that you have a functional character at 120, just how functional can it be? Just how much time do you have to spend into one main compared to Legion? I guess one of the things that I want to say, even in current Legion state right now, I'd say it is pretty alt-friendly. But I personally would want to be a little bit more alt-friendly. One of the biggest issues that I have with the AP system, and I don't know how much of it they fixed for Azurite. They say that they do, but these are also the same devs that everybody knows. They like to fix things that aren't broken, and some of the things that are broken are fixed literally months later. If you've been playing World of Warcraft, that's like the joke. That's like the running joke with the devs. But jokes come from somewhere though, right? It's not like people just like, oh, haha, I think it's funny. No, it's because it's funny because it's kind of true-ish to a certain extent. One of the things that I didn't like about the Legion AP system, one of the things that was lost from other expansions, is the fact that once you get your character caught up to a certain extent, there was like a soft cap of like how much gear you could have, how much better you could be. And I guess with gear, Titanforge and Warforge, and you could etch yourself a little bit higher than, you know, the soft cap. You could get a little bit more ahead. But the artifact power system felt like you can go further and further and further for miles. So it felt like the grind was endless. And I guess to this point where they're at now with BFA, like you can just keep grinding AP if you want to. You can keep grinding gear if you want to. With Titan Forging and how gear functions, the fact that Titan Forging will stay, the AP with the character, for a while it felt like you could just keep etching yourself further, but they dissed every time you etched yourself further, it was a significant amount. It wasn't just by like, let's say you're playing Miss Pandaria and you're doing the raid and you got probably the best possible gear from there, but you get to a point where it's like, okay, I've done as much as I can on the character for the day, for the week, or I can kind of stop until the next content comes out. Because you know there's going to be lulls in expansion. I felt like in Legion that it never hit that rooftop. You could just keep going. That's kind of what we'll want back. Is just feel like, okay, now the grind is over. Now I can just kind of relax and enjoy my character as he is. Maybe I can get into a higher difficulty raid. Maybe I can get this one boss down that might have this particular gear. Maybe I can do this Mythic Plus again in case this one piece that I need Titan Forges. But like there was always this point of, oh, okay, I finally made it. I made it. I'm on the hilltop. And I kind of just gotta wait until the next big patch so I can keep climbing up. But etching myself forward any higher, I mean, that's where a question of like, do you wanna? If you really wanna, you can. But if you don't wanna, it's not a huge loss. You know what I mean? But I guess I just want to end it with you guys. What are your thoughts? Should BFA alts be, and how should BFA be? Should it be more alt friendly than what it is right now? Should it be less alt friendly and you just want to have more stuff to do on your main, just a bunch of stuff to do on your main? Or do you think if, let's say, current Legion and how fast you can gear your characters, how fast you can catch them up, if current Legion model, current one right now in 735, was adapted and moved into BFA, like from day one, would that be the better system? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. As always, guys, if you enjoyed this video or simply just like these kind of discussion videos, go ahead and give this video a like. Like some of my videos to reach a wider audience, and YouTube seems to promote them a lot more. If you guys enjoy this kind of discussions, 5.5.1 duels, patch updates, whatever, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We put up 2 videos a day. And if you guys want to catch some of the live streams, today we should have a day off for the stream, but Friday we'll have a 5.5.1 EU Horde duels. And if you guys want to participate in those, go ahead and hit the notification bell down below in order to be caught up on every single live stream that goes live. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see all of you guys in another one.